What up, gamers? Fence here, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So yeah, let's go and tell them the truth about how I remember things that they don't because history was erased. But here we go. With a heavy heart, you piece back together the story that was broken and scattered across time. There once was one named Balladeer, created by the Electro Archon. He was a puppet who lived among men. After a series of events in Tatarasuna, the Balladeer, thinking he had been thrice betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans and only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years as he grew in strength, then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity with a gnosis and ended up losing everything. Finally, he entered Irminsul and learned the truth behind his betrayal, knowing now that his entire life was built on lies. He did the unthinkable in an attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
But how was he even able to do that?
As the traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
Yeah, but I would say not that much. It doesn't seem like, no matter if you're raised like a god or a puppet, the world still is kind of like the same in general.
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well, because he literally changed the world?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The traveler comes from a world beyond Tevat. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
You can see that again.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
I'm really not sure. We were enemies after all. I don't know his perspective on all this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme. Did he want to reset everything or save someone? Or did he want to completely undo his existence? Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Great Lord Rukadavada erase her own existence, but I can't tell Nikita that. Okay, so we omitted that from them still. To put it another way, I know why the Balladeer was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
I just feel empty. He chose such a radical option, and yet,
It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right?
yes.
Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. The story makes sense. Every part of it. The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
Yeah, he changed the world in many ways, and yet they still didn't get a second chance. Those fated to a tragic end could not be saved. What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life? Or did he wish to he'd never existed at all?
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one.
Okay. What is this holocron?
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Surprisingly, the information is presented to you in a way that resembles a fairy tale.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
This matches everything I said.
I authored this record myself.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the balladeer?
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes. Any information about the balladeer or the kabuki mono in other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the balladeer entered Irminsul.
Wow, that's that's really cool.
That's incredible! What a great idea!
And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. The now erased life of the balladeer.
Okay, what's happening now?
There
Oh,
was
the fairy
once a
tale.
lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree, who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing.
Wait. Is that bird supposed to be ether? Just a hair.
The two
Is that
promised they
Paimon?
would spend their whole lives together. But the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
I like it.
We solved it!
Yeah, that was a cool way to, like, you know, retell the story, but do it in a way where it's, like, hidden in a way. I do like that. That tactic of Nahida.
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. That Conria was where your twin first came into this world.
Yeah.
We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
Yeah. I've never had this feeling before. It feels like life is as insignificant as a feather.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahida's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take him out for a walk to clear his head?
You got it. Come on, Traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk.
I have a feeling that
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar.
that we're gonna see the
That'll be
Wanderer.
sure to lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling that you know, he probably just rewritten himself to be the Wanderer and not the Balladeer. Like he has like a different history. That's what I'm guessing. Because you know he's like playable in this game, and he's also called the Wanderer. So there's definitely a meaning behind that, on like why he exists as the Wanderer and not the Balladeer. But yeah, how far is this, by the way? Not that far. I'll just like fly over there. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's just gonna be like walking around town as we try to get some food. That's gonna be my guess on like how we see him like coming here. If not, maybe later on, because you know, I'm sure we'll see him again as the Wanderer this time though with his new outfit. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. All right, let's go drop down. And wait, was this it? I think I'm going away. Oh wait, wasn't it like in the... Yeah, in here, right? Yeah, here it is. Alright,
Great food and great drinks that
here we are.
everyone can enjoy.
And we're gonna see the Wanderer or Nilu. Or,
We're here! What should we eat first?
I have a nagging feeling like there's something I'm missing. Something important that I'm forgetting.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Sorry, it's just... Give me a minute. I'm still processing.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat.
Come on, brain. Let's dig this out. It's gotta be in there somewhere. It was something about Irminsul and deleting oneself. Greater Lord Rukadavada, Forbidden Knowledge, Nahida.
What is it? Have you figured it all out?
Yes, that was it. Great Lord Rukadavada said that no one can erase themselves from existence, not even her. Otherwise, why would she need to create her own reincarnation in Lesser Lord Kusanali to do the deletion for her? There would be no point.
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
No, you can't tell Paimon. She doesn't know about Greater Lord Rukadavada. But this is a crucially important detail. It's simply not possible for the Balladeer to completely erase his own existence, in which case, the question is, what happened to him? But yeah, my theory, I think he just rewrote his history, pretty much. He has rewritten himself.
Excuse me, boss. There
Oh,
seems to
snap,
be
there
a
he
small
is.
problem with the last bill.
I knew it.
Look, here.
Okay, now here's the question. Does he remember? Because if he did rewrite himself, I'm guessing he'll have different memories. I don't think he'll remember his days as the Balladeer. Huh? Nani?
Hey! Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss.
That's cool. You can see him just in his new Wanderer outfit.
I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
That guy is the Balladeer.
He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess.
He's very
But I
different.
got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsettias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Yeah, he feels less confident and more like a wimp.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
He's a Wanderer.
That's right, I am.
Oh look, there's his name, the Wanderer. Did you see that before? No, it was still a question mark.
We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetius, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now?
Let's follow him.
Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious now. I just want to see what, like, the mechanics behind what just happened. Wait, what the heck is he? Oh, he's all the way over here already? Okay. I thought it was gonna be like one of those like sneaking mini games that they do here.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetius? Isn't that a bit too cruel?
Shush.
Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Ah, guess I should wash them before I take them back.
If I wasn't seeing this with my own eyes, I would never believe it.
Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
You're right. We were following you.
Have we met before?
Yeah. I'm guessing he's not. You know, I don't think he's acting stupid. I think his memories have also been rewritten. I mean, if that's the case, I'm just wondering what do we do with that now? Like, do we tell him, or is he like happier this way? Like, I don't know what happens if we tell him the truth, or is it better off that he just becomes like this?
No, we haven't met. But you know me?
Yes,
I have no recollection.
it's complicated, but I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
I don't know. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm sure at first he'll be weirded out if he did like rewrite his memories.
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
Or you know what? I'm guessing like maybe in a way. Because yeah, maybe he did try to delete himself, like erase himself from history, but maybe like the way the mechanics work behind that is that he has to be a different character. Anyways, I can prove it. You're a puppet.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right. The look on his face.
Hey, we did it right back at him. Like when he told us like if there was a way to erase history or change the past. Now we did it back at him.
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer.
Hey, wanderer.
But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important.
There's somewhere I want to take you to.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
All right.
Then let's return to the city.
Okay. Return to the grocery stall. We'll go here. Yeah, very curious, man. I like just learning about how this all works. But at the same time, like I don't know what is our next goal? Like, are we gonna try to restore him or what? Because I don't know. You never know. Maybe he's happier this way if he's a different character. I'm not sure. I just don't want to make things feel worse, you know? Okay. We're back.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, It was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't... No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
All right. And now we return. Over here. Yeah, so far a really cool story. But I kind of wish there was some combat. I feel like it's kind of like a bit slow. And I feel like, you know, that's kind of normal as of recent when it comes to the stories I'm noticing. I don't know, I feel like before when it comes to like Mondstadt and Leeway, I don't know, for me, I felt like there was a good balance between combats and cutscenes. But I feel like, you know, more recently, I think ever since maybe Sumeru or something, maybe ever since that whole dream thing in the city, in the Archon quest, that's where it felt like there was been less combat and exploration,
What's wrong?
and like a lot of like cutscenes.
Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You tell us, Lord Kusanali, what happened in the Grand Bazaar?
You say that you are trekking across to Vat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden
I do like
past
that.
unknown even to myself.
A plant with no roots. Because he can have erased or changed up his roots.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
Ooh. You think he'll like the answer?
Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
Yeah, you were a douchebag. We were just trying to think where to start.
If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
He that tells the wanderer about his past.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
Yeah, he's so different here.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We were each other's enemies.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything! What a weird situation.
I mean, in my opinion, I feel like he's just pretty much an entirely different character. Like, I don't think he would be responsible for all the things that he has done, in my opinion.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Hmm. She has the memories of, like, his past? Like, the Balladeer? Like, is it through that story? That fairy tale story?
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. Because, I thought it wasn't there. But I guess she does have it? Assuming it's the story? That fairy tale?
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
Or is it something where, like, she has the power to, like, reawaken, like, some lost memories or something? I don't know.
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Okay.
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Alright. Enter the memory. Here? Ooh. It's a dungeon. Well, yeah, I'm gonna choose this here. Start. Hopefully it's good enough. And yeah, it's been a while since I played this party. I feel like I play this party every now and then. Whenever I'm able to play this game. I just use my Natland party for the most part. When I play on my own.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories.
Okay.
These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
And now we're just finishing a job.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. No, there's no
Oops.
way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
All right.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Oh, that's the...
Well,
Go there.
we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
There we go.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Huh? Door of Resurrection. It's going to be a battle up ahead. I assume so. Uh-oh. What is this?
Huh? What are we doing back here?
I hear voices.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay, I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever.
That's sad. It's probably dead.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together.
What happened to the child then?
Did he die from the sickness?
He died from his illness while he was
Yeah.
still very young. The balladeer
I had
came
a
home
feeling.
one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Well, that's kind of sad to see. Like, a visual for that.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too.
So this is where it became crazy.
The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
Okay. I want to guess the next up would be the Fatui. Oh, shoot. Well, I did not get hit by those arrows. That's good. Do we teleport back?
You do realize you're blocking my path.
Oh,
I come not to obstruct you. I've been
a jester.
what you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Oh man, hopefully I
Are
can
you
finish this
trying
guy
to win me
fast.
over?
Oh man,
Long and fated
this might be a while.
has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those
If I had ice,
feast?
I feel like I would be able to take down the shield faster, but I do not. Oh, can I get the yeah, this here?
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Oh yeah, yeah. Probably that won't work on him. There we go. We're getting something in.
Let's end this quickly.
Yeah, the Traveler is probably the best one to deal damage to him. And then yeah, we got this Geo Man here as well.
I summon thee.
Go do that. Hopefully that gets the other guy. No? Shoot. Oh no. It's far away from me. I'm trying to get some health back. But yeah, I'm gonna have a different team once we get to Fontaine. Take a break from this team. There we go. Alright, good. Now we can just focus on this guy, and Fischl can actually do some damage.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Let the show begin.
There we go.
Everybody stand back. Oz, reveal by
Oh, teleported. Oh, he's still there. There we go. He's not that bad. I got him cornered in this one area. Now, don't go there, please. I feel like you're gonna go away and reset your health. Oh, come on, bro. Don't go over there. There we go. Yeah, I need to destroy him fast in case he like resets his position. Oh, we got some more. At least it's not the ice. Well, not the ice. The thunder guy. The thunder guy is the most annoying one for this team.
let's light it up.
Yeah, that's Hydra, right? It's not too bad.
Oz, reveal.
Let's dance.
There we go. I'm able to do damage to both at the same time.
By royal decree.
There we go.
Looks like I went too far.
Mine's not too bad. Except for that thunder guy. Oh, more? Feels like a battle over here.
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place. It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma.
Yeah, I had a feeling. It did feel familiar. Are we gonna fight the Balladeer here? That'd be cool. Can I play as the Wanderer fighting the Balladeer?
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the Balladeer here.
Alright, I don't think we battled him, right? I don't remember. I think we just made a deal or something. Or did we? I know it's something with the Gnosis, he got it here. I don't remember if we like gave it to him and then we were like knocked out.
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar.
I remember this. It was an unsettling place.
Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent
Hey,
fools
my
all
gosh,
for
look at
me?
that.
Wow. You shouldn't have.
Sonora. It's cool to see her again.
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the Abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the Doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
Is it me?
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Alright, let's go finish off this. There we go. Oh wait, nope, she's still up. Oh, we got more. Oh no, this... I need to get rid of this girl, if I can. This one can be kind of annoying too. There we go.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Oh, that's the wrong one. I meant to use the Traveler.
Over here!
With the wind!
By royal decree!
There we go.
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Oh, here we go. She's about to do her thing. Shoot. Run. Or I guess I'll do this. Maybe that'll help. There we go. Yeah, her shield thing is annoying. But I got it. Nice. Okay. The next memory. Let's go and see what's up. But yeah, we're about to catch up to the present, I think.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the Abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully
I
worded.
mean, in the Abyss.
Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your
Scaramouche.
utility does not make you indestructible.
Is that his name?
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
He's a doctor. He's behind all this.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
But yeah, we'll move on in the next video. So yeah, we'll just keep on going next time. Yeah, really cool with the Wanderer and his story. I do like it. It does feel like his own story quest in a way. You know, like one of those things that you unlock. But this time it's a interlude quest. But yeah, I like this a lot. But anyway, guys, yeah, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good